Hi everyone. I would like to start my talk today by giving you a golden piece of advice, which is the introduction of our lecture today. Do not ever think in Arabic and speak in English. If you do so, your speaking would be awful. And that's because of many reasons. First of all, speaking is a continuous process. It is a dynamic process. Your brain creates the sentence and throw it to your tongue within milliseconds. But if you think in Arabic and speak in English, you add two additional steps to this process. So the consequence of the process, if you do so, is creating the sentence as usual in Arabic, translate the sentence to English, and then match match the grammar between English and Arabic, which means you added two additional steps which make your speaking is not fluent. The other reason is the most important reason, and it is the topic of our lecture today, which is the differences between the Arabic grammar and English grammar, or a grammar mismatch between languages. In Arabic, we don't have a definition of what is called time intervals. Everything happened in the past, and everything happened before the time of speaking is past. Otherwise, it's present. While in English, we do have a definition of time interval or time intervals. For example, as we studied in the last few lectures, present continuous tense is the tense that we need to use when the action starts now and continue in the next few seconds or minutes. For example, I'm recording a video now. I'm recording a video now. The action is continuous. It started from now and it continues in the coming few seconds or minutes. Another example of time interval is the past tense, which we need to use when the action happened in the past and finished in the past, and it has no consequence on your daily life. There is no results of this action or your daily life. For example, I saw you yesterday. The action started in the past yesterday, finished yesterday, and there is no results of this action on my daily life. The third time interval and the most confusing one in English is the present perfect tense, or using the present perfect tense. In the present perfect tense, the action started in the past, but it either has results on your daily life, or it continue to the time of speaking. This is the present perfect tense, the using of present perfect tense. This is very general definition of the present perfect tense. And in our lecture today, we will go through many cases when we definitely need to use present perfect tense. First of all, we need to know the structure of a present perfect, which is the subject followed by have or has, and then past participle followed by the rest of the sentence. Let's start with the first case that we need to use present perfect, and the simplest case. Let's talk about this guy. This guy has lost his key. He has lost his key, which means he lost his key in the past, but the key is not with him now. He's still looking for his key. The key is not with him. So he has lost his key. Again, the action occurred in the past, but it continued to the time of speaking. Let's take another sentence which gives another meaning. This guy lost his key yesterday. The other sentence is this guy lost his key yesterday, which means this guy lost his key yesterday, but he found it in the time of speaking. So there's a huge differences between saying this guy has lost his key and this guy lost his key. The first sentence, this guy has lost his key, means he lost his key in the past, but he hasn't found it yet. He's still looking for it at the time of speaking. The key is not with him at the time of speaking, at this moment. The second sentence, he has lost his key yesterday, means he lost his key yesterday, but he found it at the time of speaking. So at the time of the speaking, the key is with him. Let's take more examples about present perfect. Start from here. Tom has lost his key, which is exactly the same as the previous slide, as the example in the previous slide. He doesn't have the key at the moment. The key is not with him now. There are another kind of verb that always related with the present perfect. For example, forgot. Forgot. He told me his name, but I have forgotten it. If you forgot something and you can't remember it at the moment of talking, at the time of the speaking, you have forgotten it. You have forgotten it. Let's compare this with another sentence. I forgot to tell him yesterday. So the action happened yesterday. In this sentence, the action happened yesterday. I forgot to tell him about anything yesterday. But if the forget, the verb is related to something you can't remember at the moment, it has to be in the present perfect. He told me his name. I can't remember it at the moment, so I have forgotten it. The other sentence, for example, Sally is still here. She hasn't gone out. She is here now. She is here. The action of being here is the current action. She hasn't gone out. She didn't go out. She didn't go out until now. So she hasn't gone out. She is now here. The other action, the other verb related to present perfect, always related to the present perfect. I can't find my bag. Have you seen it? I'm looking for someone. Have you seen it? So the action of the sentence is related to the time of speaking. So see can be used in the present perfect if the action is related with the time of speaking. But if the action is not related with the time of speaking, we can use past perfect, simple past. For example, I saw you in the market yesterday. So I saw you in the market yesterday. But if I want to ask someone about another one, so have you seen it? Have you seen it around? I'm looking for someone. Have you seen it around? Or if someone start talking about a movie, and I didn't watch this movie, I don't know anything about this movie, so I can say I haven't seen it. Another another situation that we need to use present perfect is when the action is just happened. For example, I'm in the kitchen using the knife, and then suddenly I cut my finger. So what I should say, I have cut my finger. Oh, I have cut my finger, because the action is just occurred. Just occurred. Uh, and another example we can take. Police have arrested two men in connection with the robbery. This sentence means that the action is just occurred. The action is just occurred. The police have arrested them, two men, a few minutes ago, a few minutes ago or so, for example. But if the action occurred yesterday, so I have to say the police arrested two men yesterday. Arrested two men yesterday. Another very frequent term using in English is has gone or have gone, has been or have been. These two terms are very frequent in English. And we need to understand the differences between these two terms. The example here is very clear and very good example. James is on holiday. Now he is on holiday. He has gone to Italy. He has gone to Italy. He started his journey to Italy in the past. But I haven't heard about him since so. So he has gone to Italy. Now he is, as explained explained here, he is there now, or on his way. The other example is which is about has been or have been. Amy is back home now. She has been to Italy. She has been to Italy. That means she went to Italy, stayed there for some time, and came back home. So she has been to Italy. She has been to Italy. And here I'd like to go through two important sentences. For example, you've been away for some time, and when you came back, you saw your friend, you met your friend, and your friend asked you, "Where did you go? Where did you go?" So your friend used the past simple tense to ask you about your journey. Okay? There is another sentence which gives the same meaning, but by using present perfect, which is, where have you been? Where have you been? So where did you go, or where have you been? The two sentences give the same meaning. There are some words can be related to the present perfect, or can be safely used with the present perfect, like just already, and yet. Just because just gives an indication that the action occurred very close to the time of speaking. And as we explained earlier, that in this case we can use present perfect. For example, are you hungry? No, I've just had lunch. I've just eaten. Also, hello, have you just arrived? Have you just arrived? So I didn't see you for a while. I don't know about your arrival. So have you just arrived? Your arrival is very close. Your arrival is very close to the time of speaking. Already, the word already can be used with the present perfect. As an example, don't forget to pay the bill. And the answer is, no, I have already paid it. I've done the action. I already done the action. I have already done the action. So already is safely used with the present perfect. As another question, what time is Mark leaving? He has already left. He has already gone. And as you can see, already works perfectly with the present perfect. Yet does the same. Yet means until now. So has it stopped raining yet? I'm asking, has it stopped raining yet? It is raining. It is raining out. It started raining out in the past, but I don't know what was the current situation. So I ask, has it stopped raining yet? Yet works very nicely with the present perfect. I have written the email, but I haven't sent it yet. I've done the first action, which is writing the email, but I haven't done the second action. So I haven't done the second action yet until now. I wrote it, but I haven't sent it yet. We can rewrite this sentence in another way. I wrote the email, but I haven't sent it yet. It gives the same meaning, exactly the same meaning. And this is exactly what I want to talk about here. Some sentences can be written in past simple and present perfect, and both sentences give the same meaning. For example, Ben isn't here. He has gone out, or he went out. Both are correct. Present perfect, using present perfect in this situation, or using past simple in this situation, gives the same meaning, exactly the same meaning. Another example, which already went through it. Are you hungry? No, I have just had my lunch. Or I just had my lunch. Present perfect and past simple give the same meaning, exactly the same meaning. So, and like these cases, don't worry about using present perfect because the situation is not strictly related to present perfect. It can be written in a present perfect or past simple.